Hello guys, welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. Alright, so we have an update regarding T-Mobile and SpaceX. So T-Mobile is finally going to test calls from space. Now we know there's others in this field, AT&T and many more that are already working on this. Alright, AT&T has been recognized for successfully already making that call from space. And big concern coming from AT&T in regards to T-Mobile. They're very concerned that T-Mobile moving into this area would somehow interfere with what's already being done. So they made a big thing about it. They actually wanted T-Mobile to make the call, prove that they would not interfere with what they're doing already, or at least provide some kind of blueprint as to what their plan is before moving into the space, as their fear was that they were going to disrupt everybody else that's already, doing this, trying to provide this service. So T-Mobile had, argued back that, they wouldn't interfere in any way, whatnot. So I guess now it's T-Mobile's turn to prove that. So coming in December, SpaceX and T-Mobile are expected to test calls from space. So let's read more about the article. The link will be down below in the description for you guys. So according to the article here, T-Mobile might soon make its first phone call from space. SpaceX has asked the Federal Communications Commission for 60 days of special temporary authority to launch and test the company's Gen 2 satellites' ability to connect a regular cell phone call. So direct-to-cell STA to launch and test its non-geostationary orbit NGSO second-generation Gen 2 satellites with direct-to-cellular communications payloads to connect unmodified cellular phones directly to SpaceX Gen 2 satellites, according to the filing descriptions. The ability to make a phone call by connecting the average smartphone to a low Earth orbit satellite is a boon for global connectivity. The connection could eliminate the notion of dead zones by providing reliable quality connectivity in remote areas. Perhaps for the first time, T-Mobile and SpaceX Starlink announced a 5G partnership in August, but it's unclear at this time whether the projected December phone calls will be in 5G. All right, then we have a tweet here by, looks like Mega Constellations, as Omnispace objections delay at SpaceX's application for D2D service yesterday. They requested special temporary authorization at the FCC to test their D2D payload with T-Mobile's PCSG block, coordinated with various radio astronomers across multiple U.S. locations. And then we can see here the request, the 1910 through 1915 megahertz and the 1990 through 1995 megahertz. All right, PCG block, and the whole request here, and Dallas, Texas, Washington, Oklahoma, Boston. So Miami, Florida looks like it's in there. So according to Mega Constellations, in short, what they're trying to say is this means SpaceX and T-Mobile will test to device-to-device D2D service over the mobile carriers 19 through 1915 megahertz and 1990 through 1995 megahertz bands over or through the PCSG block. So we know that last month AST Space Mobile, which is a cellular satellite company backed by AT&T, used Samsung Galaxy S22 smartphone in a wireless dead zone in Maui, Hawaii, to call a Vodafone engineer in Madrid, Spain. Between AT&T's 5G spectrum, Nokia's network core, and AST Space Mobile's low orbit satellite Blue Walker 3, the cell signal reached its destination. So we'll see if this actually goes through. Be very interesting to see T-Mobile pull this off. This will be very big with SpaceX. And finally, if this is done successfully and there's no interruptions, maybe AT&T can back off and stop going head on with T-Mobile regarding this, as there should be other carriers allowed to operate in this field. This is the way to go. As we read, this is going to eliminate dead spots, make service a lot better, when it's hard to get service out there. That's the purpose of this. So, I'm all for it. I think T-Mobile has a right to be in this area, so hopefully they pull it off. Any updates, I'll bring them back to you for sure, guaranteed. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.